status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. The foundation leads the fight. The warriors lead the tribe. When the beat drops and the spirits rise, we find the truth behind the disguise. They want us to go away, only our hearts do we obey. The foundation leads the fight. The warriors lead the tribe. When the beat drops and the spirits rise, we find the truth behind the disguise. They want us to go away, only our hearts do we obey. No ranks, no chains, just unity. One tribe, one light, one destiny. No ranks, no chains, just unity. One tribe, one light, one destiny. Bucking the
get through all
status
this
quo.
and
We gonna buck the
pivot.
status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo.
Actually, today it's texting. Play it on here.
No ranks, no chains, just unity.
That's it.
One tribe, one light, one destiny.
5 on X.
No ranks, no chains, just unity. One tribe, one light, one destiny.
Unmuting.
Bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo. Bucking the status quo.
Know that I'm on
We
speaker.
gonna buck the status quo. Oh, bucking the status quo. We gonna buck the status quo.
Good afternoon, everybody, and happy birthday, America. It is coming up on the 4th of July, and I'm all by myself here today in the old Grunt Style Foundation studio, and that's because our team is all over the place. We've got a lot of our staff that's coming from out of state on their way here to St. Louis today, and we have everybody from our St. Louis office is downtown at the St. Louis Arch getting everything ready for the big event. And if you're not aware of what's happening here locally, it is the big one, folks. It's the 250th anniversary of the good old USA. And we're going to be here in St. Louis, Missouri, down at the Arch for Celebrate 250. We're going to have thousands and thousands of people down there. We've got an incredible list of entertainers that are going to be performing in a giant concert just before one of the largest fireworks displays in North America, as well as an incredible drone display, is what I'm being told. And it looks like we've got a good list of activities that's going to be happening here at this event. Gates are going to open tomorrow at 4 p.m. We've got a veteran village that's right there under the arch, right there at the legs on the big grassy hill, right there in the federal park. So come and hang out with all the veterans here in the region. We're going to be expecting around 150 irreverent warriors and their families, as well as partnering and working with all of our veteran friends that'll be there in the veteran village. And some of the other things that we have coming on, besides just a whole really neat list of things that are there on the ground starting at 4. Starting a little bit after that, around 4:25, the music's going to kick off with Lucas Jack, followed by Big Wild, and then we've got Ludacris coming on the main stage at 7:15 p.m., followed by Zed. Saturday, which is the big day, here follow up. They were going to have things opening at 2 p.m., and we've got a whole lot of other folks that are coming there too. We've got Kenny Loggins will be there. We've got Miranda Lambert that will be there. And we've even got Stephen Marley, who's Bob Marley's son, will be performing. And IW and the Grunt Style Foundation will be taking the big stage along with Miranda Lambert right around 8:25 in the evening on Saturday. So if you're an IW folk or you're a veteran that's out there and you got a message to say, come join us on the big stage there at one of the biggest concerts in Missouri and one of the biggest celebrations here in the United States. And you can see some video playing right now on your screen. That is from last year's Irreverent Warriors hike. This year, I understand that the IW contingent will again be in the parade that will be rolling through St. Louis, and that kicks off at 4 o'clock. So it's going to be a good time, everybody. We're going to take this opportunity right now to shift gears and take us live on scene with our good friend and the leader of the St. Louis Irreverent Warriors chapter, Mr. Roy Bowen. Looks like you guys are busy at work down there, Roy. How's things going?
Fantastic down here. Like you said, Will, we're going to bring about 150 veterans and their families down here, have a good time. Right over my shoulder there, at the base of the arch, we'll be having a good time up all day tomorrow. Area opens at 2. Come on down. If you got tickets, join us. Other than that, it's going to be an absolute blast down here. One thing I don't know that you know yet, but I do, is the last 2 songs of both headliners each night are synced into the drone show, and they transition smoothly into a drone show with 1,500 drones, and then it will smoothly again transition into the fireworks. So there will be music while drones are in the air, and then there will be fireworks while drones are in the air at the same time.
That's going to be cool, man. I don't know. We've seen that many drones in the air since the Ukraine, so it's going to be an amazing event. Everybody needs to come down and have a good time with us. Now, that area that we're seeing, that is up on top of the hill at the base of the arch itself. Now, is that where the veteran village is going to be and all the other veteran organizations will be operating out of that place, or is that just IW, or what's the setup there?
So actually, we are just past the south leg of the arch on the long grass strip here. Right across from us are the South food vendors. And then here on our side, we have space that is set up for all 10 of the veteran organizations that will be out here spreading our messages.
That's fantastic. Now, for how that is set up, I am assuming that our vets are going to have the best seats in the house for the firework display that's going to be literally over the Mississippi River right there in front of the arch. It should be one ultra dramatic backstop for such a celebration.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have, it's probably twice as big as it was last year, and we've got a 30 by 60 shade tent set up this year, so there'll be lots of shade this year.
Yeah, good. I know previous years, man, it's been a scorcher being down there on the riverfront on the 4th of July on concrete. So I am glad to see things are progressing along, and it should be a more comfortable and enjoyable experience for everybody. What is all involved for our folks that are coming that are going to be there in that VIP area in the Veteran Village?
Or they're calling it Hands On for Heroes. We're going to have all of our booths set up down here, our interactive booths, for people to come do fun things with each one of our groups, and spread our message. And then over in the VIP area, we'll have amazing seats for the concert, amazing seats for the fireworks, and tomorrow There'll be food and beverages served in there.
All right. Well, man, it looks like you guys are putting an awful lot of sweat equity into getting this thing built up there today. Do we got any IW crew down there lending a hand, or do we got a time for volunteers that can show up and assist if needed? What's the details look like on that?
So we had an amazing crew of volunteers come out this morning, help us load in, get it all set up. They've since gone back to cool off and get refreshed for later today. But they were fantastic. Shout out goes out to all of them. They were all. I can't put words on how useful they were. But if we've got people that are volunteers and they haven't already signed up to do something, just get a hold of me or Rachel or Hugh, and if there's something we need done, we'll absolutely put you to work helping out. But aside from that, everybody should come down and have a good time. This isn't a heavy work weekend, man.
That's a big one, man. This is the big 250. Happy birthday, America. So we're going to do this up in style. And from what I know about what the organizers here in the city of St. Louis have put together, like many other places across the country, we're going all out. It's going to be a big old party. So right on, man. Is there any tickets left? Or for folks that don't have tickets, how would they link up with us there at the site?
So anybody who doesn't so we are sold out of tickets. Let me lead with that. However, anybody who doesn't have tickets, you're more than welcome to come hang out with us in the Hands On for Heroes section, or you're welcome to hang out in plenty of the grass out in front of the VIP section. And if we're low on people, we can bring some people in and out. I can't make any guarantees, but we'll definitely make accommodations and work with people.
We'll get you in there. That's right. It's going to be a good time. And I know last year on the Veteran Village, most every veteran organization was represented in the Veteran Village. They had all sorts of free giveaways. They had a lot of good information about services that these different nonprofits and veteran organizations provide. I know in times past they've even had some VSO stuff going on there for helping people connect with the right folks to help with their benefits claims for the VA. There's just all sorts of cool things going on in there in veteran land, the old Veteran Village. So good job, Roy. We appreciate your hard work, and we will see you probably this afternoon. I think we're going to be down there a little bit before 5 o'clock. I hear there's an award banquet tonight, and my understanding is you are being honored. So congratulations for that, my friend. You've put in a lot of work in the veteran community here in Missouri and the Midwest and on the national scene as well. So your work is appreciated, and I'm tickled pink to see that you're getting some good recognition in such a big stage like that, man. You deserve it. Well done.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean, go on.
Well, all right, brother. We will see you here soon. And for everybody else watching, today's going to be kind of a short show. Again, I'm here by myself, and we're really just wanting to kick off this party weekend. But we've got a lot of other things going on in Grunt Style land, and one of those things is regarding a bill that's currently up for consideration in the NDAA and the passage, and it's concerning the Major Richard Starr Act. And Grunt Style Foundation has taken a position on that, along with our incredibly good friends and comrades at the VFW. We're rejecting the current formation of this bill. As basically, folks, what it's doing is it's paying getting this Richard Starr Act done, but it's doing it at the expense of our future generation of veterans, and that's just a non-starter. So we are not going to negotiate off the health and well-being of future veterans in wars that have yet to be fought. But I think one thing we know from history is there's always going to be another war. So what are we doing here with that? So, yeah, check that out. And I know that this brouhaha that's going around the internet has brought in a lot of new eyeballs to this conversation, to the Grunt Style Foundation itself. And some of you folks might kind of mistake us for our parent organization, Grunt Style. We are not Grunt Style. We are Grunt Style Foundation. And sometimes it's a bit of a hurdle to get people acquainted with the actual work that we do. They think we're just out here making T-shirts, and that's those guys. So we want to go ahead and play a quick sizzle reel to introduce all of our new friends and followers on social media and introduce you to what exactly Grunt Style Foundation is. So, Mr. Producer, would you please key that up? And
contractor. It's the men and women.
17,000 signatures. We're going to take that right upstairs, drop it off on the senator's desk, and ask him, more likely demand, that he signs this bill.
This is some of the greatest minds in the planet, right?
And we're thinking, and it's a wise idea to put a birthing area next to a trash heap that's on fire. You know, we've built something incredible, and it's time to use what we have here for good. And let's be good humans, and let's raise our community up and really put a focus on our community that has been often overlooked. And it's time to celebrate who we are. It's time to celebrate what we've contributed to this country.
We service members, veterans, and their families in all things mental health and wellness.
We are dying. 22 a day. We have had 17 veterans send up the Star Cluster for help in protest by taking their lives at a VA facility because we can't be heard.
We're asking for a couple simple things. Informed signatory consent, proper prescribing policies, and we're asking for some dignity.
We've all been through it. We've had suicidal ideation. And we have our arms open to tell others, we've been there. We understand.
Welcome to Integration 2025.
When it comes to healing veterans, Grunt Style Integration is a force multiplier. It is the Trojan horse that wasn't expected. Grunt Style Integration is bringing alternative healing, holistic healing, real healing to veterans.
To tell you the truth, I don't think it's alternative. I just think it's the stuff that works. And that's why I'm here. I want the stuff that works, not the stuff that is just fucking made to make someone rich.
It's time to celebrate the 20 years of the American warfighter that has done the impossible. You go fight your wars because you don't know how to handle it, and you walk away. Well, this is the country we're fighting for. We heard it. Why don't you come over and fight with us?
All right, there we have it, everybody. A little introduction to the Grunt Style Foundation. If you're new, as you can see there, we don't really do things very conventionally. We've got an awkward and peculiar way of doing things. But, we're not, nobody here at the foundation is in this for a job. Nobody in the foundation is in this to get a paycheck or to play political games. We are here on a mission. And the battle that this is currently unfolding in conversation around the country and the veteran community about this Major Richard Starr Act and the details in the bill is a good example of that. You know, sometimes you got to stand up for what's right, even when the temptation to just take, the money and run at the expense of those future veterans. Frankly, in my opinion, folks, that's just dishonorable. And this foundation can't get on board with that. So that's our position on that. Welcome again to all of our new followers. And that's going to do us for today here at this very short edition of the Friday live stream. We thank you very much for your kind attention. And if you'd like to support the work of the Grunt Style Foundation, you can do so by going over to gruntstylefoundation.org and click on that donate button. There's lots of ways to get involved and support the work that we're doing. You can also get involved with the foundation through our flagship program over to Reverent Warriors. Getting engaged in your local community, banding together. There's strength in numbers and there's support in numbers as well. And that's really what we are as a peer support group with our Reverent Warriors program. And we are going to prevent one more suicide through humor and camaraderie. That's what we're here to do. So guys, thanks very much for joining us today. We're going to leave you with that. As always, be good to each other. Stay waxy. Take care, everybody.